So, thinking about a career as a drilling machine operator. Interesting. I've got your notes here from RoleCatcher.com,
Okay.
and let me tell you, this isn't your granddad's drill press.
Right.
We're about to uncover a world that's like both high-tech and surprisingly artistic,
Yeah.
ready to dive in.
Absolutely. And just to be clear, like this is way more than just pushing buttons.
Right.
Imagine being like the conductor of a precision orchestra.
Okay.
You're orchestrating complex machinery, right? You're reading the music of blueprints
Wow.
and making sure every hole is drilled to perfection.
That's a fantastic analogy. And speaking of perfection, those blueprints, they're crucial.
Absolutely.
RoleCatcher talks about working with CNC mills. Can you give us a little more insight into like what that actually means for someone on the job?
Sure. CNC stands for computer numerical control.
Okay.
Think of it as the brains behind the brawn, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
These machines use computer programming to achieve incredible accuracy. We're talking fractions of a millimeter,
Really?
especially when you're dealing with something like an engine block where one tiny mistake can, spell disaster.
Wow, that's some serious pressure.
Yeah,
It sounds like attention to detail is non-negotiable in this line of work.
absolutely.
But RoleCatcher also mentions that it's not all about the tech. There's a lot of hands-on action.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You'll be setting up machines, troubleshooting issues, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Yeah.
It's a good blend of mental and physical work.
Right.
And of course, you need to be comfortable working with your hands, sometimes in, challenging environments.
That actually leads to my next question. Like, what about the work environment itself?
Yeah.
RoleCatcher touches on factories, construction sites. What should someone realistically expect?
Yeah.
And what are some of the rewards that like come with those challenges?
Well, let's be real. It can get loud, dusty.
Sure.
Um, you might be exposed to some weather, depending on the project. You're on your feet a lot. Yeah.
And safety is paramount.
Of course.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a seat and satisfaction that comes with working in a tangible, hands-on field.
Right.
You're seeing the results of your work, often on a large scale, and that can be incredibly rewarding.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, so we've established this job. It requires a really unique blend of technical expertise, problem-solving skills,
Yeah.
and like a bit of grit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's talk career trajectory. You strike me as someone who, likes to see where a path leads.
Right.
RoleCatcher outlines some pretty clear steps, yeah.
They do. It's actually laid out quite well. You usually start as an entry-level drilling machine operator.
Okay.
Think of it like an apprenticeship, right?
Right.
You're assisting more experienced operators. You're getting familiar with the machinery and really mastering those blueprints.
Learning the ropes before they hand you the keys to the really big drill, so to speak. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. As you gain experience and improve your skills, you would move up to a junior drilling machine operator role.
Okay. Yeah.
This is where you get more hands-on with setting up and programming the machines, executing those drilling operations with increasing independence,
Yeah.
and even handling routine maintenance.
And I'm guessing this is where those soft skills, communication, problem solving, that's where they really come into play. You're not just working solo anymore.
You hit the nail on the head. At this level, you're interacting more with your team. You're communicating with supervisors, maybe even coordinating with other departments. RoleCatcher actually uses a great example of a junior drilling machine operator in their profile section.
Okay.
They describe someone with a solid educational background, maybe in mechanical engineering, and holding certifications like the ADMO.
ADMO. That sounds kind of official.
It is. It stands for Advanced Drilling Machine Operator.
Right.
Think of it as like the black belt of drilling. This certification shows employers that you've gone above and beyond to develop your skills.
Right.
The profile also mentioned that this, hypothetical junior operator is eager to take on challenges and work collaboratively.
Right. So those are those soft skills in action.
Exactly.
So you've paid your dues. You're a pro at troubleshooting. You're a team player. What's the next rung on the ladder?
This is where leadership starts to become a factor. You can advance to a senior drilling machine operator, right? Leading a team, planning complex operations, and tackling those high-level drilling tasks that require, advanced programming and a deep understanding of the machinery.
So not just knowing how to operate, but knowing how to lead and mentor others too.
Precisely. And if RoleCatcher's example profiles are any indication, a senior operator is someone with a proven track record, someone who's a stickler for safety regulations, which is paramount in this field, and someone who excels at managing teams and keeping those operations running smoothly.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. Safety, precision, leadership. But for those who really want to reach, like, the pinnacle of this field, where does the path ultimately lead?
Well, for those who rise to the very top, the ultimate goal might be that coveted lead drilling machine operator role.
Okay.
Imagine overseeing entire drilling operations,
Yeah.
right? Ensuring those high-quality standards are met, like day in and day out, and maybe even collaborating with engineering teams to develop like new drilling techniques or solutions.
No, that's going from operator to like innovator.
Right.
It sounds like a lot of responsibility, but also incredibly rewarding.
Absolutely.
But hold on, there's more to this career path than just climbing that traditional ladder, right? RoleCatcher mentioned something about specializations, and that like piqued my interest. Now, specialization, see, that's something I always find fascinating in any field.
Right.
It's like saying, "Oh, you're a chef,"
Yeah.
but then you discover there's this whole world of pastry chefs and sauciers and chocolatiers.
Right.
What does that look like in the world of drilling?
Yeah, it's a great comparison.
Okay.
And in this case, it means your skills are transferable across multiple industries,
Okay.
from manufacturing to construction, energy to aerospace. Like a skilled drilling machine operator is in demand.
Wow.
And within those industries, you can specialize even further.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about the machine you're using, it's the type of projects and materials you're working with.
Exactly. Let's say you're drawn to highly technical work,
Okay.
maybe even, a little danger.
Okay.
You could specialize in directional drilling.
Directional drilling.
Imagine drilling horizontally for miles underground to install a pipeline without, like, disturbing the surface. That's directional drilling in action.
Okay, that sounds both incredibly complex and kind of cool.
course.
But let's say you're more into like precision work, the kind of stuff that like makes my brain hurt thinking about it.
Right. Then micro drilling might be your calling. We're talking about drilling incredibly small holes, sometimes thinner than a human hair,
What?
for things like circuit boards or medical devices. Talk about high stakes.
Yeah, no margin for error there. That level of precision is mind-blowing. But regardless of specialization, there's got to be like a core set of skills anyone entering this field needs to have. What should someone be focusing on if they're serious about this career path?
RoleCatcher is very clear on this point. You need both technical chops and those all-important soft skills. On the technical side, you're looking at a strong understanding of mechanical concepts, the ability to read and interpret blueprints like a pro.
Right.
And for those CNC machines, computer programming skills are essential.
So it's a real like balance of brain power and hands-on expertise.
Absolutely. And let's not forget those soft skills. Communication is key, as is problem solving, teamwork, and that laser-like attention to detail. Remember, even the slightest miscalculation can have, major consequences in this line of work.
Speaking of consequences, RoleCatcher included some like really interesting interview questions for aspiring drilling machine operators.
Yeah.
They weren't your typical tell me about your weaknesses kind of questions.
Right. These questions were designed to really get a sense of your thought process, like how you handle pressure and how well you understand those core drilling concepts. For example, one question asked about a time you encountered a problem while operating a drilling machine and how you solved it.
Oh, interesting. So they're really looking for like real world experience and problem solving skills. That makes sense. And what about staying ahead of the curve? Technology is always evolving. How does RoleCatcher recommend someone in this field keep their skills sharp?
Lifelong learning is essential. Whether it's pursuing industry certifications like that ADMO we talked about, attending workshops, or staying updated on the latest, advancements in drilling technology, those who are constantly learning will have a definite advantage.
So you've got me convinced about the career path.
Okay.
But what about RoleCatcher itself? What makes it stand out from other like job hunting platforms, especially for someone interested in a field like this?
RoleCatcher is more than just a job board. It's like having a career coach in your pocket. Their AI-powered tools can help you tailor your resume and cover letter to specific job descriptions, practice your interview skills, and even discover career paths you might not have considered.
Oh, okay. So you're not just sending out generic applications. You're really targeting your search and putting your best foot forward.
Exactly. And that's where those AI-powered tools shine.
Right.
Their CV resume builder can, like, analyze a job description and identify those key words employers are looking for, helping you tailor your application for, like, maximum impact.
Hmm.
It's like having a personal marketing team for your skills.
That's amazing. And it goes beyond just resumes, right?
Absolutely. Imagine practicing for your interview with RoleCatcher's AI.
Okay.
You can record your responses to common interview questions, get feedback on your delivery, and even receive personalized tips to improve your performance.
It's like having a personal interview coach, like on demand.
Exactly.
That's incredible. So, to wrap things up, we've explored like the ins and outs of becoming a drilling machine operator, from the technical skills to the career progression, and even how to use technology to your advantage. But here's a final thought for you as you continue your research. With automation becoming more prevalent in many industries, how do you think the role of a drilling machine operator might evolve in the future? Will new skills be required? Will the balance between human expertise and technology shift? Something to ponder as you embark on your own deep dive into this fascinating field. Until next time, keep those drills sharp, and thanks for joining us.